Hi, welcome to the award-winning Ed Brown Show. And once again, we got some young scientists here, engineers, etc., etc. This is an organization, a Metro Warriors Youth Organization, and the director is Randy McCain. Welcome to the Ed Brown Show, Randy.
Thank you.
And this is just fantastic. You know, I'm an old chemist, so,
Okay.
this is right down my alley,
Awesome.
the science. But this is wonderful. Tell us something about the Metro Warriors and how they work out as far as STEM is concerned.
Awesome.
Some people still don't know what STEM means. You want to explain that?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mr. Brown, and thank you for having us. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. And today you're going to see just an awesome presentation of 4 young people who represent from all different parts of the county, different schools. We've come together as an engineering robotic group. We're a 501(c) organization based out of Washington, D.C., and our whole goal is to save and help kids. We understand we want to bridge the gap between athletics and academics, and we're know that that's a big gap in our community. So these kids are from different backgrounds, and we want to talk more about how to get kids involved in academics, where they can have fun and they can still learn math and science.
Yes.
And that's what we're all about, to show them that it's fun, and yes, it's fun in playing sports, but it can be just as much fun in academics. And that's what we're really about in the STEM, and our organization is growing. We teach in 3 to 4 schools in D.C.
Is that right?
Yes, in the afternoon school program. We started with 40 kids. We're probably up to 200 now with our request for this year.
Oh, so you have 200. Is that around the metropolitan area?
Around the D.C. area, we got 4 or 5 new schools that are looking to be a part of our organization. So what we do is we go into the after-school programs and we run our robotics program, and these are kids who came out of that program. We're very excited about what they're going to show you.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Me too. I'm excited about it too.
Yeah, awesome.
This is really something.
Yeah.
Now, how do the youngsters get involved in something like this?
Awesome. Well, the best way is to go to our website, which the information will be at the end of the program. But the reality is, check with if you're in a school and you don't have a robotics program, then I would say check with your counselor, check with the person who is in charge at your school, and have them reach out to us with the information at the end. And we'll be glad to come and do a demonstration, show them what we've done, and give them an opportunity to have a program at their school also.
Okay, speaking of demonstration, what we're going to do, we're going to have a demonstration right here, these young scientists. Awesome. Okay, we'll be back in a half second after we set it up. Hi, welcome back. And if you're doing anything, you better stop doing it, because what you have to do, you want to meet these Metro scientists. They're going to give you a demonstration and tell you what the future is about.
We are the Metro Warriors Youth Organization, Nesby Junior Chapter.
Hi, my name is Sierra Hargrove. I am 10 years old. I am at National Cathedral School. I am going into the 5th grade. Some of my interests are singing and dancing. Why I like robotics is because it's sort of fun working as a team together. And you have to sort of make the robot, and that's the only ways you can make a robot is working as a team. Sometimes you have trouble, but you can sort of get over it quickly. And what I learned in robotics is that you always have to work as a team, or the robot will never be finished.
My name is Jeremiah McCain. I am 12 years old. I go to CMIT Academy. My interests are track and football, and why I like robotics is because you work as a team and you get to have a hands-on activity with your teammates and what you do.
Hi, my name is McKenna Dunbar. I'm 11 years old and I'm going to the 6th grade. I attend the Maryland International Day School. My interests are math, science, and art. The reason I like robotics is because I can use my creativity and imagination in building the robot.
My name is Tavon Lewis. I'm 11 years old. I go to St. Philip the Apostle Catholic School. I'm going into the 7th grade. Some of my interests are soccer and martial arts. And I like robotics because it's fun and you get to compete against several different kids. And what I learned is that you can always build a whole lot of things with the team.
Next slide. What's the purpose? The purpose is to increase the number of culturally responsible black engineers who excel academically, proceed professionally, to positively impact the community. Also, the reason for us to do this engagement is to teach what it takes to become successful engineers in the field of mechanical, electrical, industrial, and computer engineering.
Hi, I'm the computer engineer. I program the NXT processor, which is the main computer. I also design logical programming, and to do this, math is very important.
Hi, I'm the electrical engineer, and I wire and charge the robot, and I also assign what the design of the robot is going to be.
I'm the industrial engineer. I am like the leader of the group. I organize my group and I make sure that our data is correct in our lab book.
I'm the mechanical engineer. I built the robot. I put the parts together into the robot, which is technically making the robot, and I weigh the balance of the robot to make sure it's correct.
The ultrasonic sensor. The ultrasonic sensor is used as the eyes of the robot. It can see distances between 0 inches to 96 inches, which is 8 feet. Also, it can detect an object and measure its proximity in inches or centimeters.
The light sensor. This sensor is used to detect lightness and darkness.
The next sensor is the color sensor. The color sensor distinguishes among these colors: red, blue, black, yellow, and I believe green. With those colors, the red means to stop, green means to go, and yellow means to slow down.
The sound sensor. The sound sensor is used as the ears of your NXT robot. Also, it can be used to measure noise.
The next sensor is a touch sensor, which is to be when the robot touches something and it feels it, and then it turns around and goes back.
The next main component is the brick, is the NXT, or you could call it the brick. Basically, what the NXT is the main component of the kit. It is used to program the stuff that you program your computer will be put into the NXT, and the NXT, whatever you want your robot to do, you just go on the NXT, scroll around, look for the program that you just programmed in. Your program will do whatever. Your robot will do whatever you programmed. And and the next main component that we didn't talk about is the servo motor. The servo motor is what controls the wheels of the robot and makes the NXT move.
Downloading the and we're going to run a demo of the robot to see how it will move, and
basically what this program is that the robot will move forward, turn around on the two left wheels. After that, it will make a noise, move faster, and then move a little bit faster, and then turn around, and then make another noise. Any questions?
And it just goes around in a circle.
Great, fantastic. Now this is a terrific demonstration of the young people. What we have to do, we have to continue programs like this STEM, because this is the future here. I'm so proud to have you young people here on Ed Brown Show, because you're showing people that, you know, just because that you're young and you don't really have the savvy that others have, that you're pointed in the right direction. This is just fabulous, and like I said, I'm proud of you, and I want you to continue doing what, influence your friends to get involved with this STEM program. Mr. McCain, and I know the parents are behind you quite a bit. You got a few of them standing in the audience here. You know, they making sure that you do your homework and everything. And I like to say once again, this program is one of the best programs I've seen because it's dealing with the young people. And you are the future. I like to emphasize that. And anything that Ed Brown can do, in fact, you have another contest, we have the winner here on stage. Okay, be back in a second here with Mr. McCain. Wasn't that demonstration fantastic? It just shows you what the young people can do with a little guidance from the parents. And the parents, that's one thing I want to do. I want to congratulate the parents of these youngsters because they put in a lot of time and effort. And this is what you have to do with your children. Okay, awesome. Mr. McCain, tell me the purpose. You know, I read that purpose, and I want the people before we leave is to read basically what your organization is doing.
Awesome, thank you. The Metro Warriors vision. Our goal is to enhance the lives of youth by eliminating violence through self-esteem, preventing youth delinquency, and our goal is achieved through implementing mentoring, STEM, academics, athletics, and coaching. We want to positively affect our youth as we work together to impact our community and our local and global community. We want to increase the number of culturally responsible black engineers to excel academically, succeed professionally, and positively impact our community. That's what we're about.
Isn't that wonderful?
Absolutely.
I mean, it covers everything.
Yes.
It covers the fact that all we have to do is give our young people some guidance.
Absolutely.
We give them the guidance, they can carry the ball.
That is proven.
Tell us about some of your programs coming up.
Well, I'm glad you asked. Our kids just participated, and the National Society for Black Engineers has a yearly engineering competition. We just left Pittsburgh, and we're preparing to go to Indiana. And these kids are all drummed up and excited. We're looking to take about 16 kids to compete in a robotics and engineering presentation. And this is put on by the National Society for Black Engineers, which is one of our biggest partners.
Right.
Yeah.
That's very good. Now, if some of the audience want to get involved in your program and all that, what can they? First of all, they have to get. Do they have to have the parents' consent? I imagine so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
get the parents. Now, do you have a class for parents?
Absolutely. Our parents are some of our biggest supporters. And one of the other programs that we represent, well, mainly. We do math and science. We do tutoring, SAT. We have partners that we also teach SAT prep. We're in college preparation for scholarships, resume building. A lot of these kids have pretty profound resumes. Believe it or not, at 11 and 12, we start them off at building their resumes because our goal is to get them scholarships. So all the things that we do, community service, CPR, we're involved in the whole aspect. We're not just science and technology, which is our focus, but we want them to understand their responsibility as a community spokesperson. And we gather a lot of the kids from the athletics program, because our goal is to bridge. We want to be that person that says, hey, great, we don't want to interrupt, we applaud you for academics, but that's just part of it.
Yes.
That's a small part of it.
Right. I want to congratulate you and the organization for doing a wonderful job. Absolutely. This is so needed in our society with the reputation that the world gives you. Absolutely. You know what I mean? You got to be organized in order to be successful.
No doubt
and
about
this
it.
is what we have to take time and really get involved with the young people because they are the future.
Absolutely.
And we have to realize that. We won't be around long. You know what I mean? But somebody has to carry the ball. Absolutely. And once again, I want to thank the youngsters and the efforts that they made to be here. And get your youngsters involved in STEM. Get your youngsters involved in an organization like this. Let them use their spare time. You know, I mean, technology is good, and we go with it. But a program like this is teaching them little things that matter in life. That being reliable and really get involved in everyday life, because everything is not peaches and cream. And they have to know that too. You know, you're going to have failures and you're going to have successes. But this is a success. This is Ed Brown. See you next time. Hi, welcome to Ed Brown Show. What we want to do is, this is continuation of education, and we have one of the #1 in education here, Dr. Dula. I mean, he's getting to be a regular along with Dr. Williams, and I don't start bringing these guys in, but the programs that they're involved in is just fantastic. This is something, it deals with education, it deals with jobs, it deals with the young people, the future of this country, and that's with the young people. And hey, we got to do something before we leave here. You know what I mean? We can't just wait and wait and wait. We got to give the youngsters instruction, and one of the leading ones here in this area, not just Prince George County, the whole metropolitan, is Dr. Dula. Welcome to the Ed Brown Show once again.
Well, thank you,
Doc,
sir.
I'm telling you, it's just having you on here, and the efforts that the programs that I've been to that you're involved with is just, I'm elated, because we have young people out there that need this type of guidance. You know, when you talk about young people, most people think of negative things, you know, oh, they robbing, they doing this. But we have most of the young people are involved academically, and all the rest of them need is a guide, need someone to help them. Like this program with STEM. You're familiar with STEM. Hey, look, that program is just fantastic. Tell us a little bit about what you've been doing.
Well, I've been quite busy.
I know you have.
As I tell most people, I believe in the concept that Dr. W.B. Du Bois put in front of us, and that was to get yours and reach back and help someone else.
Hey,
it's very important, especially in today's community.
Hey, nobody has made it by themselves. No, it's no one walking.
That's true. And what do they say? No one's an island.
No one's an island.
And so we've been taking a look at one of the nonprofits I'm working with, Educare Resource Center. Mm-hmm. Educare Resource Center is where I serve as chairman for the advisory board, mm-hmm. and we have been reaching out to the community to partner with other individuals and other businesses and nonprofits to find out how we might be able to work with our youth a lot more. Mm-hmm. I met with a gentleman yesterday who is very interested in working with our youth and educating them on financial management.
Hey, #1.
I know that's an issue close to your heart.
Close.
And we had one of the best meetings, mm-hmm. because we both understood that our children don't know enough about financial management, whether it's how to manage their own money, how it's to
or invest it,
how to say no to credit cards when they come to the house and they're getting ready for college. Mm-hmm. We discussed just a multitude of things that he would like to do. Mm-hmm. And at Educare Resource Center, we said, well, let's partner with these types of people and organizations so that we can create models, mm-hmm. and really take it to our children, to our school system, to our communities, to help make sure that they are prepared to take our place, which is another saying that Dr. Du Bois left with us.
That's it.
Yeah. So we've been very busy, and building on the legacy of when I was the Chamber President, we created the Student Chamber of Commerce, and we did those things. We told them about the value of education. Mm-hmm. We told them about the value of knowing how to manage your money. Hey. We told them how to create a business, and taught them how to create a budget and so forth and so on. So those are important factors.
Very important. Now another thing that Wall Street usually takes some bad hits, you know, especially when the economy is down. What I'd like to do is have you maybe get involved, or get some people involved in actually letting the young people know how Wall Street works, how the investment, you read about it, but as far as the knowledge, it's a lot of people don't understand the function, mm-hmm. of Wall Street. You know, and like you know for yourself, that's the backbone of the economy, not just of the United States, of the world.
Sure.
You know, the things that happen determine how much you pay for your gas, how much you pay for your house, all of those things. The connection of Wall Street. What do you think about that?
Well, I tell you, Wall Street is up and down any given day.
Yeah.
And I think that it would be of interest to our students, especially working through our Future Business Leaders of America,
right.
which are organizations in our school systems that are headed by teachers from the business departments. I think it would be interesting for our students to know exactly how that works and to bring in people who can explain certain aspects of Wall Street to them.
Yes. I think that's what this is about, is this education that we had the youngsters on early, is getting the people aware of the function of Wall Street. Most people don't know. You know, they hear negative things. Wall, this fell, or this market went down, this went down. See, and when you deal in Wall Street, everything is green.
That's a bull market. You're right.
Everything is green. I mean, as far as if you have the money, the old expression, if you have the money, honey, I got the time.
Got the time.
So Wall Street almost works that way, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you want to invest, I don't care who you are, blue, green, or polka dot. If you have some money to invest, what I'm after, if I'm dealing in the market, I'm dealing with money, how I can make money without going to a job and working 9 to 5. Right. See, what people have to realize is that 9 to 5 is antique. In our day, you know, you strive to get that 9 to 5 job, you know, and get that house, get the car, you know, send the kids. But now, what we have to move up to another level, and that level is getting investments. And only you can't use a system if you don't know how it operates.
That's true. That's true.
You see, and a lot of people are afraid of Wall Street. You know what I mean? When you mention Wall Street, you know, they get a little nervous, you know, because the reason they get nervous is because of the fact they don't know how it really operates. They know what the newspapers talk about, they know what the politicians talk about, but really themselves, they don't know the function of Wall Street. And as far as I'm concerned, I would like to have you and Dr. Williams, you know, get involved in bringing some kind of Wall Street education, you know, because most people don't know about Wall Street. It's a crying shame, and that's the backbone of our financial system.
Yeah, I think most people are more worried right now about making it day to day in business or in life. But I think you're absolutely right. When people hear Wall Street, they all of a sudden they see gloom and doom.
Right.
But you know, throughout our history, we've been taught that the depression started with a crash at a stock market crash.
Hey.
See,
and you know when I was born, 4/6/1930.
All right.
So
so you were born in that era.
I was born in that era. So I'm a living example of it. You know, nobody has to tell me what happened. You know what I mean? That when Wall Street in 1930. See?
Well, you know, and that's one thing I give our president credit for is, you know, he inherited a tough time. You know, we really had a really deep recession taking place, and he had to know the functions of Wall Street to be able to look at it, decide whether certain aspects needed additional regulation or not, and to really work with the bankers and financial managers of Wall Street to bail us out of the crisis we were in, and because people when they think of Wall Street, they think Great Depression, and we know that we were headed in that direction, but they also don't realize what it took to get us out of it. And I'm sure our school system is going to be teaching that, if not now, but in future years, because it was a bold move by our government to make sure that we didn't slip into
that
depression,
environment.
and I mean they were
Yeah.
teeter-tottering on the brink.
Right. Exactly.
So between that and speculators who speculate something is going to happen, the Walmart and the regulatory issues that govern the movement of financial funds and things of that nature at Wall Street, with all those things, it would be good, especially those business majors that want to go and eventually get their MBAs, to know the intricate details of Wall Street, other than people at the close of the day ringing a bell.
Ringing the bell.
You know?
Well, that's the image that Wall Street is.
That's right.
You know,
That's right.
is the bell, is ringing the bell.
So true.
But really, most people, I would say most people, you find a few that really speculated and made a lot of money,
Yes,
but
they
they
did.
sitting in jail now.
Yeah, quite a few.
Yeah, you know, a lot of them are sitting in jail because of the schemes they utilize, how to use, and I mean, it's not it's not a situation where it deals with race. It has nothing to do with it. It has to do with green, like I said earlier. It deals with Wall Street. If
Inside trading.
Expression is that about the say, if I can make a quarter off my mama, I'll do it. You know what I mean? That's a rude thing, but it's true. Is that as far as Wall Street is concerned, I mean, there's no such thing as prejudice. You know, if you have the money, honey, I got the time.
Well, that's true.
That's a type of thing that really goes. But really, I want to bring you on and doing this month of education here on the show about Wall Street, about the youngsters. You're working with the youngsters now, and businesses. You know, just like now, you sit on the top on the board of directors on one of the best magazines that Prince George County has ever had. That's the Prince George's
Sweet magazine.
Sweet magazine is the #1 magazine, regardless of any. It doesn't make any difference what magazine it is. As far as Prince George is concerned, Prince George is Sweet, and I'd like to congratulate you and Raul for the job that you've done with that
thank you very
paper.
much.
And anything I can do, let me know. Okay, this has been Ed Brown. See you next time.